You're listening to the best of Phil's Gang.
The stocks discussed on Phil's Gang are not in any way a recommendation or solicitation to buy, sell, or hold. If considering acting on information presented, we first recommend you seek out a competent, licensed professional for advice. Get ready for the radio show that tells you what Wall Street doesn't want you to know.
Oh, I'm a money magnet. Money's coming to me. Money sets me free. I'm a money magnet. Money's coming to me.
It's your daily dose of how to manage your money. And now it's time for Phil's Gang on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. With your host, Phil Grandy.
The president heard the suggestions and commented on all of them. He's in there pushing this job agenda hard.
And how important is tax reform to that jobs agenda?
Well, and it's very important in the long term, but he's got to get health care done.
So you think health care needs to be addressed before they can get to
Well, they need the money from health care to really have a robust tax reform bill.
And that's Jack Welch, and he's right, because there's $1 trillion in that health care bill that was shoved in there. If they repeal the Obamacare, that's $1 trillion that comes back to the economy. There's not going to be that'll help, because $1 trillion in taxes, that's a lot of taxes that he stuck into that bill. Welcome to Phil's Gang, coast to coast around the country, off the Wall Street Radio Network. These investors have no idea what they're doing. They're continuing to buy on the dip. We see the market, it will go down 100 points, and they come back in and they buy on a dip, and then it's only down 25 points or 30 points, and it goes positive again. Everybody continues to buy on the dip. It's like they're addicted. Like they think, you know what? Never again will the stock market go down, because the Federal Reserve, which is a private bank of parasites, will never let the interest rates go up enough that would affect them, the owners, especially the 158 richest people who own the Federal Reserve, who, by the way, the same 158 people who determines who's going to run for office. And by the way, out of the last 12 candidates, these 158 people supported Trump, didn't take any money. But my point is that the investors are at a point now that they don't care about the economy. They don't care how bad it is. They don't care about the fundamentals. They just keep buying. They really believe that the Federal Reserve will continue to prop up the stock market and prop up the economy with low rates. Well, by God, that's what they've been doing. They've been propping up this whole economy now for 10 years. With low rates, low interest rates.
We've indicated that we think it's appropriate to gradually raise the federal funds rate toward a more neutral stance.
Do you think in the last 10 years, think about it, in the last 10 years, we had a rate hike not even 1%. What are you, nuts? Not even 1%. That's insane. So that's why investors continue to buy on the pullback. They just truly don't believe that they're going to raise rates. Not enough that's going to affect the stock market. It's crazy. And one of the biggest things that killed this economy and should have killed the stock market, and it didn't because of the 0% money that we keep on printing and shoving into the stock market, keep the bank stocks going up, because remember, it's the bank stocks that lead the way. One of the things that should have taken the stock market down 30, 40, 50% was the Frank Dodd bill. Now, that dang Frank Dodd bill, that is a bad bill. That bill, Dodd-Frank bill, was named, as you know, after two of the country's former, I should say, most corrupt and ugly congressmen, Dodd and Barney Frank. Dodd was a senator, Frank was a congressman, a representative. They sat in control. They sat on the two most powerful committees, the banking committees, the House Committee and the Senate Banking Committee. Can you imagine? For years, about 30 years, they controlled the banking in this country. Incredible. Now, their bill was written to assure, this Frank Dodd bill was written to assure that the banks would get bigger. Make sure they're too big to fail. We were lied to. Since its implementation in 2010, the Frank Dodd bill has killed our economy because it's killed small businesses. because it was meant to kill small businesses by killing the small community banks, by putting them out of business. And they stopped lending to small businesses. And that's where, remember, it's the small business that is the engine. Your small business in your community, when you drive around, you see all the small businesses, that's the engine to our economy. Not GE, not Google, but your small laundromat. All the small businesses, your small manufacturers that employ 10, 15, 20 people. That's what drives this country. That's what drives wages. So Trump is trying to do something about it.
Take a look at Dodd-Frank. For the bankers in the room, they'll be very happy because we're really doing a major streamlining and perhaps elimination and replacing it with something else. But that'll be the minimum. But we're doing a major elimination of the horrendous Dodd-Frank regulations.
Terrible bill. But wait a minute. What's going on with the health care bill? What is going on with the tax cuts? Seems like they're kind of going on the back burner. Well, they better not go on the back burner, because it was the tax cut that drove this last rally of 14-15%, the stock market rally. But now, all of a sudden, it doesn't look like it's going to get done, or the health care bill is going to get done. They better start working on those bills. They better get those passed. Yes, the Frank Dodd bill is it's a very bad bill, but we got to get the tax cuts. Got to get the tax cuts done. You got to get the health care done. And if you don't, by this summer, you're going to see the stock market correct about 40%. That's right. That's how overblown the stock market is. And the only way the stock market will not correct 30 or 40% is if they get the tax cuts in. Because if they get the tax cuts in by this summer, it will be time enough where those tax cuts, the earnings of the major companies will go up about $10-15. That will fill in the lost wealth. In other words, the stock market, take the S&P 500, they have a value of 17, but guess what? It's not 17. It's only 12. Give it 15. I said before, I'll even give it 15. They got to fill in the difference between 15 and 17. The only way they can do that is to cut taxes for these large companies so their earnings shoot up, give them another $10-15 in earnings. That then will make their stock or the S&P 500 worth 17. If they don't do that, we could get as much as a 50% correction in the stock market. But people are ignoring it. They don't care. They just think the Federal Reserve will just continue to go on and on and on and continue to print money and shove it into the economy, shove it into the stock market, give it to the 1 percentile who 80% of their incomes come from stocks, and everything going to be just fine. The biggest fear I have right now in this market is there's no fear. That's why you want to be in a position so that when this collapse, this market, now, as I said, it may do it in the fall, may do it beyond the fall, who knows? But we're going to be, if you don't think this market's going to correct, if you really don't, if you're in denial, you're out of your mind. This market will correct. And for the first time, you should be in position, not like when you were at the dot-com. Remember the dot-com, you weren't in position, you lost your money? The housing and financial con 2008, you lost your money after making money? Well, don't be there this time. This time when the market corrects, be on the right side of the correction. And this Dodd-Frank bill is going to, that's why they got to correct this bill too, because this is killing our economy. Their bill was written to assure the biggest banks would get bigger, they're too big to fail. And since its implementation in 2010, Dodd-Frank has incurred $36 billion since they implemented this in 2010. It cost you and me $36 billion in regulatory cost. What are you, out of your mind? $36 billion? They just throw regulations on. They don't care. You think Dodd care? Dodd's sitting on now he's in Hollywood. He's the head of the Hollywood union or whatever it is. He's making millions. You got Barney Frank. He's with some corrupt bankers now in New York making a fortune. You think they cared when they put this bill together? What's killing this economy? We'll talk more about that and stocks. We'll be right back. 15 past the hour.
You're listening to The Best of Phil's Gang. Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
philsgang.com. What are people saying?
I've been in the financial business myself about 24 years. Very much enjoy the software program for the charts.
I love the new MV charts on Phil's software, and I'm making profits using them.
Complete guidance and professional education for investors who want to succeed in the stock market.
I love your new MV1, making lots of profits.
I love the chart. I'm limited with time. Real good as far as just looking at whatever ticker tells me right away.
I've always enjoyed Phil's straightforwardness and talk about what's really going on.
The new MV1 and MV2 charting software. I particularly like the pre- and post-market candlesticks.
You guys have always been great on the service side. I can't say enough about the service side.
Don't wait. Sign up for Phil's Gang today. Give us a call at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. philsgang.com. What are people saying?
Hi, this is Ron from Washington State, and I subscribe to the Phil's Gang MV2, and I just wanted to let Phil know that right after the election, I made a $7,000 profit using the MV2 on Wells Fargo stock.
Complete guidance and professional education for investors who want to succeed in the stock market.
I've been in the financial business myself about 24 years, and very much enjoy the software program for the charts.
I've been a long-time Phil subscriber, and I just want to recommend it to anybody out there. I think it's a wonderful tool and works very, very well.
Don't wait. For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. Are you ready to get serious about your financial future? Reduce your debt, pay off those student loans, and prepare for retirement. Taking control of your finances can be intimidating, but with philsgang.com, you will be educated and guided to make smart investment decisions in the stock market. If the market is up or down, philsgang.com is the only source where you'll learn how to trade stocks and how to invest in the stock market using professional-level skills and strategies. For more information, go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. Phil Grandy is a career businessman who has also been an entrepreneur all his life. He has used his business skills to take companies on the abyss of bankruptcy and bringing them back to profitability. Phil has been honored by Inc. magazine for the 500 fastest growing privately held companies and has been recognized with a prestigious Entrepreneur of the Year award. From the real estate to gas and oil industries to the stock market, Phil Grandy has mastered his line of business from start to finish. And with a passion and desire to make you a profitable investor, only Phil teaches you and guides you to make informed, unemotional investment decisions. And you'll gain the knowledge of what Wall Street doesn't want you to know. If you want to learn from the best and strengthen your ability to invest, then turn to Phil Grandy and philsgang.com. Simply call Phil's Gang at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Or go to philsgang.com.
It took me a long time to be able to say Chandler has cancer, because that is such a scary word. When St. Jude finds something that works well with a certain cancer, they share that with everybody. And knowing that we don't have to pay for all of the medical expenses, that's huge. We just have to worry about helping Chandler, and he's just my heart.
St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Finding cures. Saving children. Learn more at stjude.org.
Let me ask you, could you use a little extra money? Well, of course you could. Everybody could use that extra revenue to pay the bills, pay down debt, or save for retirement. With philsgang.com, we help you make that extra income in the stock market. For over 15 years, Phil Grandy and the philsgang.com team have helped folks who are interested in learning short-term and long-term investing by providing professional-level charting skills and strategies. philsgang.com is your #1 source to learn, invest, and profit in the stock market. And you can do this for only $39.95 a month. With philsgang.com, you learn how to invest in the market. You get daily investment coaching guidance, and you will learn to invest and trade with the skills and confidence of the pros. Just log on and get daily investment instructions and make profits. Plus, all philsgang.com material is archived for your convenience. Go to philsgang.com to join or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Call today.
You're listening to the best of Phil's Gang. Welcome back. This segment of the Phil's Gang Show is brought to you by the MV Stock Charts. For more information, go to philsgang.com.
In the last 2 decades, our nation's lost a third of its manufacturing jobs, and our business tax is one of the highest in the world. It actually is, of developed countries, the single highest tax anywhere in the world. For too long, we've punished production in America and rewarded companies for leaving our country, and we're going to reverse that. We would reward companies, give them incentives to leave, and we're going to put many millions of people back to work. The banks will be able to lend again, and we're going to let the banks loan them money and they can build their businesses.
And he's right. It's been the banks. Remember, the 158 of the 400 owners who owned the Federal Reserve, a private banking cartel, wanted to make sure that small businesses didn't get loans. They didn't want small business getting loans. Okay? Because they know that the small business is the engine, okay, of our economy, but they want to be in control. They want to control the economy. They're not going to let small businesses control it. They want to control it. They're monopolies. That's what they want. So they went and they took the Dodd-Frank bill and made sure that they destroyed small businesses, so they were in total control, because the Dodd-Frank bill imposed price controls, imposed, you name it. It just killed the banks, and it killed our economy. Frank Dodd bill was billed as the law that would lift our economy and would end the too big to fail. It wasn't. Frank and Dodd both should be in jail. They're criminals. That's why you can't get a good full-time job. That's why the economy has grown 1.8% for 8 years. That's it. We never had our economy grow 1.8%. Never. It's the first time. At least Trump recognizes we got a problem with these banks. We got banks this week. This week we got banks coming up earnings season. And here's what's going to be funny. These banks are not going to be pretty. These banks aren't going to be reporting very good. The quarters aren't going to be good at all. You got loan losses on credit cards. You got big loan losses on auto. You got loan losses on students. You got huge commercial real estate losses. You got shopping centers, construction loans, all losses. But investors are going to shrug it off, and they're going to keep buying on the dip. Every time the market goes down, they buy on the dip because they really, really believe that the Federal Reserve will continue to prop up our economy with printing this money, making this just cheap money. They're wrong. It's not going to happen. Not with Trump. It's not going to keep going. Because our debt has gotten too big. You know, the number of rate hikes, think about this, in the 70s, we had 35 Fed rate hikes. In the 80s, we had 11 rate hikes. We had 15 in the 90s. In 2000, we had 20. In 10 years, we've had 3. Now, you don't tell me the market is rigged? Of course it is. And the market kept going up and up and up, going up 230, 250%. And most people missed that rally. You should have never missed that rally because all you needed to do is have confidence in a chart that shows you that as long as the institutional money is coming in, as long as Vanguard keeps buying and BlackRock keeps buying and T. Rowe Price keeps buying a bank stock or a housing stock, that's all you care about. You could have built up a tremendous portfolio for your retirement. But instead, people put their money in 401ks, and look what's going on with the 401ks now. Every day you read in the paper, more courts. The 401k, every day, the employees are bringing employers to court because of these 401ks. Because they don't understand the fees. They're never told the fees. The fees they pay just for record keeping is unbelievable. And the courts are finding against these 401ks because they're saying, look, what do you mean you charging these kind of record-keeping fees? No wonder people aren't making money in their 401k. It's unbelievable. These benchmark fees. Review fees. You got more fees. You got like 20 hidden fees. That's why you have no money left. When you retire, no matter what, you go look at your 401k and you think you got $800,000 there, you got less than that. You got $350,000, $400,000. But people don't believe it. Between the 401k against you, and then take the Federal Reserve, which is no more Federal Reserve than Federal Express, they're against you. Their dual objective of maximizing employment and price stability. What a bunch of nonsense that is. That's a total lie. Not what they do. Their job is to make sure that the owners of the Federal Reserve get more wealthy every year. Let's take a look at some stocks. Make some money.
The Phil's Gang Stock Corner is brought to you by the MaxVest 1000 Stock Charts.
You know, the stock market is the best place to create wealth. You say, well, wait a minute, Phil, you've just been telling how bad the market... No, I didn't say the market was bad. The market is a great place because it's an organized place. There's plenty of liquidity. It's a place you can go to. You can't do it with your house. You can't go to an organized market to sell your home where there's plenty of liquidity, which you hit and click a mouse and you're out of your home. A buyer will buy it instantly because there's enough of liquidity. It's not organized like that. Only the stock market is organized. With a click of a mouse, you can buy, and a split second later, you can be out. How wonderful is that? All you need to know is get in your head that nobody's there trying to help you. It's all a scam. Those big buildings on Wall Street are big for a purpose. Those big buildings on Wall Street weren't built by winners. It was the losers. They built those buildings. All the money from the losers. So all you got to do is decide, okay, am I going to give up this idea? I thought Wall Street, gee, you go to Wall Street, you hand your money to some experts, and they're going to take that money, and they're going to protect you and do what's best by you, and they're going to send you a report at the end of the month, and you're going to make a lot of money, you're going to retire when you're older, you're going to be just fine. Are you nuts? What a scam that is. But if you know how to work the stock market, then you will retire, and you will retire comfortably. We'll be right back after this break with more stocks.
You're listening to The Best of Phil's Gang. Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
If you're looking to make extra income, if you're looking to pay off bills and plan for your retirement, then check out philsgang.com. Philsgang.com is an online educational service that informs you, coaches you, and guides you on how to invest in the stock market. Get daily advice to buy stocks, short stocks, and learn when to get out of your positions. Philsgang.com provides daily webinars, alerts, educational tutorials, and all material is archived. For more information, go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy of Phil's Gang. I got a great opportunity for those people who are disgusted with the market, who don't have time to learn. What you do is follow me in the exchange-traded fund that I'm invested in. Every day you go to my site and you can see exactly what I am doing with my investment, and you can mimic me. Nobody else dares do that. Join the gang, philsgang.com.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. We're offering the most powerful stock charts available on the market, the MaxVest 1000 charts. Now, the difference between these charts and all the other charts is this follows the money. Yes, it gives you a buy-sell signal. I know you're going to say, well, they all do. No, not true. The difference with the MaxVest is they follow the important money, the hedge funds, the biggest banks, the 401ks, the pension fund managers. That's the big difference. They're not following the emotion. That's what most charts do. They follow the money. That's what MaxVest does, follows the money. Check it out. Join my gang, philsgang.com. Oh, and the chart as low as $19.95 a month. For more information, just go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-GANG. We will see you on the charts.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-4264, 877-600-4264, 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy of Phil's Gang. I got a great opportunity for those people who are disgusted with the market, who don't have time to learn. What you do is follow me in the exchange-traded fund that I'm invested in. Every day you go to my site and you can see exactly what I am doing with my investment, and you can mimic me. Nobody else dares do that. Join the gang, philsgang.com.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264.
It took me a long time to be able to say Chandler has cancer, because that is such a scary word. St. Jude takes care of absolutely everything. And knowing that we don't have to pay for all of the medical expenses, that's huge.
St. Jude allowed me to focus on being a mom to Bryce. And sometimes I'm just in awe of the impact St. Jude has, not only on this community, but the world.
St. Jude is uniquely positioned to advance the cures of pediatric cancer, I think better than any other institution in the world. The contributions make a big difference.
Donors are important to us because you get the feeling that you have a team behind you. We have the resources and we have the focus. And so if St. Jude doesn't do it, who will?
St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Finding cures. Saving children. Learn more at stjude.org.
Phil's Gang offers one of the best collections of charts available on the internet. We built the Max Best software to have the best features, and so far, the early reviews have been great. So don't just be an investor, be a Max investor with Phil's Gang Max Investor 1000 stock charts. For more information, simply go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264, 877-600-4264. philsgang.com. What are people saying?
I've been in the financial business myself about 24 years. Very much enjoy the software program for the charts.
I love the new MV charts on Phil's software, and I'm making profits using them.
Complete guidance and professional education for investors who want to succeed in the stock market.
I love your new MV1, making lots of profits.
I love the chart. You know, I'm limited with time. Real good as far as just looking at whatever ticker tells me right away.
I've always enjoyed Phil's straightforwardness and talk about what's really going on.
The new MV1 and MV2 charting software. I particularly like the pre- and post-market candlesticks.
You guys have always been great on the service side. I can't say enough about the service side.
Don't wait. Sign up for Phil's Gang today. Give us a call at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. You're listening to The Best of Phil's Gang. Welcome back. This segment of the Phil's Gang Show is brought to you by the MV Stock Charts. For more information, go to philsgang.com.
So now the focus is different, and what we're thinking about is that with the economy operating close to our objectives, what we want to make sure of is that we sustain the progress that we have achieved.
What is she talking about? What is she, nuts? The economy is near their objective? What objective? Let's take a look at their objective. Are you kidding? Retail sector's a disaster. Earnings for the first quarter 2017 was revised downward from 3.2% to 0.9% earnings profits. 0.9%. Oh, is that her objective? Jobs now. Okay, they didn't come at 295,000 on Friday. They came in at 98,000, not the 295. Is that her objective? How about industrial production? That's declined now for over 24 months. That's where you get your wage increases. When there's no industrial production, increase industrial production, your wages don't go up. And our wages are at a 30-year low. Defaults in both auto and student loans are becoming so alarming. It's incredible. Trade deficits expanded to $49 billion each quarter. A month? Are you kidding me? That's worse on record. That costs us 6 million jobs. When you have trade deficits, we lose jobs in this country. But she says, oh, we met their objective. Don't listen to this nonsense.
Well, I haven't worked in a number of years, and I don't type and I don't take dictation, and I'm not very good at figures.
Unbelievable. We have no energy plan. This is the joke. We have no energy plan. Each president, every new president said we're going to make our country energy independent. Yeah, it never happened. Oh, sure, they went to solar and wind. The only people that made money on solar and wind were the lobbyists and the special interests. They made a fortune getting all these subsidies from the government to put up windmills like Buffett and these solar panels. And if it wasn't for the subsidies by the taxpayer, you and me, they're big losers. They never make money. They don't make money. It's a joke, this renewable energy. It's a joke. But here's the problem. Every president since the oil embargo in 1970 promised we would never have this happen to us again. Remember the oil embargo? That we would become oil independent. Instead, every president killed our oil and gas production with 135,000 regulations, forcing us to import 9 million barrels of oil a day at a cost of $300 billion annually. That's 2/3 of our trade deficit. What are you, nuts? $300 billion? Think about it. $300 billion is sucked right out of our economy ever since 1970. I thought we were supposed to fix it in 1970. Remember the gas lines with you had the green day and yellow day and red day. You had to go get your gas at a certain day. That was 1970s. And we're still with no energy policy. Why? Follow the money. Because there's too much money. There's too much money. Just follow the money. Just like the wars. Follow the money. That's why we're in war, to make sure Boeing does better and Lockheed does better and GE does better. Unbelievable. It's just crazy. So what do you do? As I said, the beautiful thing about the stock market, it's an organized place where you can buy and sell your asset immediately with a click of the mouse. You got to just get into your head. Don't let them take parking space in your head that you buy a stock for investment, that you buy a stock for its earnings, its growth, its ideas. Are you out of your mind? If you can get that out of your mind, then you can make money. The only thing you need to do is follow the big money. Here, give you an example. Let's take Goldman Sachs, one of our stocks. Goldman Sachs, this is just one of ours. So we put Goldman Sachs on our chart. And Goldman Sachs started to turn green, and she went up 6% until she turned red. We got a 6% gain, and then she turned red. It told us time to get out. And then when it turned red, it dropped 10%. That means you would have lost money because you would have never known to get out. But the chart that I designed, it tells you to get out because it's telling you that these Vanguard and T. Rowe Price and Bank of New York Mellon are getting out. It's that simple. This is not a joke. It turns red. That's unbelievable. But guess what's happening today? Listen to these geniuses on CNBC.
Time for the final trade. Let's go around the horn.
Well, we got bank earnings coming up this week, but Goldman Sachs also has sales and trading. I think that's going to do well for a trade to buy GS.
Yeah, buy GS. They got sales and trading. So does it not JP Morgan. Doesn't Morgan Stanley. They tell you to buy it. When I'm looking at it right now, and this stock has been red, it started to drop on March 8th. It started to drop from $254, and it went down to a low of $221. So that means Goldman Sachs has dropped 10%, and it's still dropping. Money's still coming up. They tell you to get in. But not if you're a gang member. We already got out. But you know what we're doing? We're shorting it. When it went up 6% and we got our signal that the institutions were pulling out, that means the stock was going to drop. We push a little button that says sell short, and as the stock goes down, we make money. And the beauty of this is there's enough money in this organized market, I can get my money out in a split second. All you need is for someone to show you a chart that gives you the comfort level that you're going to be out, that you're going to be out in time, that you can sleep at night. That's all you need. Once you get that comfort level, You'll never again buy a stock based on what's the company doing. What are you, nuts? Here's another one, Facebook. How many of you have been in Facebook? You're all going to lose money in Facebook. You know why? Because you're never going to get out in time. Facebook, give you a great example. My gang members, okay, who got into Facebook, a lot of them got in there $118. But guess what? It turned red after Facebook went up 20%. It turned red. It's been red now for almost 15 days it's been red, telling you to stay out of it. So they're able to take their 20% and make sure they weren't going to lose. You know how many people are still in Facebook today and they have no idea that the institutions are pulling their money out? Just like you didn't know when the .com, when Intel and the rest of those stocks were Cisco and the rest of them pulling their money out. You had no idea, and you stayed in Cisco. You remember staying in Cisco and all those other .com stocks? You stayed in. Because nobody designed a chart for you to tell you when to get out. But that's what I've done. So here, now I'm not saying every one of my gang members who invest in Facebook made 20%. I'm not going to say that. I don't know where they all get in. But I can tell you this, you can see on the chart where it told them to get in and it told them to get out. Where they get in and where they get out, that's up to them. But the important thing is the getting out. And the real important thing for people who don't have any time at all, stay away from individual stocks. You shouldn't be in individual stocks. If you're busy, stay the hell out of individual stocks. You have no right being in individual stocks, especially options. You know how many people are getting into option? They know nothing. They get into options because they're told, oh, look at this. You can buy an option for a tenth the price you buy a stock. Really? Yeah, that's true. But you're going to lose all your money. If you want to be in options, here's how you make money. You gotta make sure if you're going to be in options, then what you're going to do is you got to be ready to lose $50,000. That's your learning curve. You're going to lose $50,000. If you can't accept that and willing to lose $50,000, you're going to school. That's the first year. Then the second year, you're building your experience. You lose $25,000. By the third year, you're hitting and missing, breaking even, losing money. By the fourth year, you got your experience behind you. You probably put in a total of nearly $100,000 in education. Now you're all good to go. But nobody's going to tell you that. Stay out of options, stay out of individual stocks unless you have a lot of time and a commitment to put money in and learn. If not, then just go with simple exchange-traded funds and follow me and my exchange-traded fund. I'm not telling you to invest with me, put money in mine. It's not a fund. I am telling you I have 3 exchange-traded funds. And a new one I'll talk about when we get back. And all you have to do is follow me and mimic me. That's the safe way of doing it. We'll be right back.
You're listening to The Best of Phil's Gang. Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. philsgang.com. What are people saying?
Hi, this is Ron from Washington State, and I subscribe to the Phil's Gang MV2, and I just wanted to let Phil know that right after the election, I made a $7,000 profit using the MV2 on Wells Fargo stock.
Complete guidance and professional education for investors who want to succeed in the stock market.
I've been in the financial business myself about 24 years, and very much enjoy the software program for the charts.
I've been a long-time Phil's subscriber, and I just want to recommend it to anybody out there. I think it's a wonderful tool and works very, very well.
Don't wait. For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy of Phil's Gang. I got a great opportunity for those people who are disgusted with the market, who don't have time to learn. What you do is follow me in the exchange-traded fund that I'm invested in. Every day you go to my site and you can see exactly what I am doing with my investment, and you can mimic me. Nobody else dares do that. Join the gang, philsgang.com.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. To many, the stock market is shrouded in mystery. When do I buy? What is the stop loss? Should I invest on earnings? Is it time to sell?
At Phil's Gang, we want to clear the investing fog for you. We want to make you an educated, confident investor and ultimately a profitable investor. For over 15 years, Phil Grandy and the Phil's Gang team have been dedicated to teaching, guiding, and answering your investment questions. And with our new Phil's Gang website and customer support messaging system, we are available when you need us to answer your questions. Phil'sGang.com can be accessed from your home, office, or any location where internet is available. Plus, you never miss a beat because all material is archived. From beginner to seasoned investor, Phil Grandy has been helping thousands of people learn about the stock market and producing smart investing strategies. Whether you're preparing for retirement or looking to secure your financial future, learn, invest, and profit with Phil's Gang. That's Phil'sGang.com. For more information, call 877-600-GANG, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
To be able to just get my son to St. Jude and not think about how we will pay for it, it just takes so much weight off of my family. St. Jude allowed me to focus on being a mom to Bryce. And sometimes I'm just in awe of the impact St. Jude has, not only on this community, but the world.
St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Finding cures, saving children. Learn more at stjude.org.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. Many of you do not have time to be in individual stocks. You don't have time to learn. Well, I have a solution. As I invest in my own exchange-traded fund, like the Spiders, you now can follow me. Every time I do something, you do exactly what I do. It's a great opportunity. Join philsgang.com.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Hey gang, be sure to join Phil Grandy at Michael's on East in Sarasota on Wednesday, May 10th for an open discussion presented by Tampa's AM 860, The Answer, called Taking an Honest Look at the First 100 Days of the Trump Presidency. Phil will be joined by Mike Gallagher, Larry Elder, Captain Matt Bruce, and Bill Bunkley. The VIP reception starts at 5:30 and the main event is at 7 p.m. Again, that's Wednesday, May 10th at Michael's on East in Sarasota. For all ticket information, simply go to philsgang.com and click on the banner on the homepage. You're listening to The Best of Phil's Gang. Welcome back. This segment of The Phil's Gang Show is brought to you by the MV Stock Charts. For more information, go to philsgang.com.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. Okay, let's talk about making some money. Look, I'm never going to guarantee you I'm going to make you rich. I don't guarantee anybody that. The only thing I can guarantee somebody is you'll get a good night's sleep because you don't have to worry. You don't have to worry about getting out in time. Yes, we're going to get a correction of 30, 40, maybe even 50%. This is going to be a bigger correction than the dot-com correction, the housing and financial correction. This is the third bubble. This is what the Federal Reserve does. They are bubble masters. They make bubbles because they get rich on the way up. The 1 percentile and the 400 owners of the Federal Reserve, a private banking organization, they get very wealthy. They create a market. They push the market on the way up, and they lower the rates. They do whatever they have to do to make money, but you do not participate. Those in 401ks, you really believe they're going to participate? You really believe you in a 401k, you really are going to participate with these scoundrels? With these parasites? You really believe that? The Wall Street set up to make sure you have a nice retirement. That these guys, these 400 owners, these parasites are going to take care of you. You're going to be in the game with them, really. How well did that work out during the dot-com? How well did that work out with the housing con? Well, how do you think it's going to work out now? This is the third bubble. It's not. But you have an opportunity to make money on the way down. Here's an interesting, listen to this. They're talking about Netflix. Listen to this on CNBC, these dopes.
Netflix, buy it ahead of the quarter. I mean, same scenario. I think they sandbag their guidance. I think the stock goes higher.
Goes higher. Listen to this. This stock in the last year went from $82 to $145. 82 to 145. Now, you really believe that 77% gain, now's the time to get in? Are you nuts? Guess what? It's just turning red. They're telling you to get in as soon as the money's coming out. Why do you think they're telling you to get in? Because they need you, the retail customer, to prop up, to hold up the price of Netflix. That's what they use retail customers for. Remember, Wall Street takes care of institutions. Wall Street takes care of the pension fund. Wall Street takes care of the police pension, the fire pension, the California worker pension. That's what J.P. Morgan, Goldman Sachs, these banks do on Wall Street. They take care of their big boys. The teachers union. They take care of their money. You think they're going to take care of you and your little 401k? Are you out of your mind? You don't get to play. But they need you now because Netflix has gone up over 77%. It's ready to tank. Now they need you to hold it up so they can get their people out. So they can get the teachers of the California Teacher Association out. They can get the teachers from the Maine union out. That's how it works. And it's reporting on Monday. So he's saying it's going to go higher? Even if he was right, why would anybody buy a stock that went up 77%? Aren't you better off buying a stock when it was on sale? When all of a sudden it turned green, that you knew the institutions got in, and when it turned red, you knew they were getting out, get back out of it, or short it. That's crazy. Look, here's an opportunity. GDX is an exchange-traded fund, and I told you about this. Exchange-traded fund for mining stocks. Now, I told you back on March 30th, I said, this is going to be the gold mining stocks, a great opportunity, a good exchange-traded fund. Now, it's gone up already. It's gone up about 9%. 9%. You still have time to get in. All you do is join my gang. It's $39.95. You follow me as I invest in GDX. You follow me. Just mimic what I do. You don't even have to do that. Why don't you watch me for the next 4 weeks how I do it? And then you'll say, this really works. I notice he only gets in when it's green and he gets out when it's red. I see how he does it. That's just one of the exchange-traded funds. You got a nice basket of all the mining stocks. And you're getting them on the bottom. You're not getting them after they've gone up 70%. Look at UNG. That's another one, the gas exchange-traded fund. We got in that. Remember, I begged everybody. I said, look, join the gang for $39.95 and follow me. That was back in March 2nd. And I said, UNG, it's setting up nicely. Then we got in we didn't get in at that point, around 6:30. We started to buy it around 7:04, 7:05. We got about a 8%, nice 8% return in UNG. And then last week I had my gang. I said, I'm going to take most of my profits and get out of it now. I'm just going to leave a few shares in. But they followed me all the way through UNG. You just mimic me all the way through. Who else would do that for you? But GDX, these gold mining stocks, I'm telling you, they're coming back to life because the dollar is going to start to drop. The dollar is going to continue to get weaker and weaker and weaker. The economy over in Europe is going to start falling apart. Our big companies cannot make money over in Europe anymore. They can't compete anymore. And the dollar over there is just going to, look, every time they raise the dollar over there, every time the dollar goes, they can't compete. They can't compete. They're having trouble competing over there. Gold mining stocks is a perfect exchange-traded fund. Another good exchange-traded fund is your spiders. That's right, your spiders. 500 of the best stocks. But this time, we're not buying them. We're making money doing what we call an inverse, where we sell them short by buying it. In other words, the spiders, we do an inverse. We buy what we call SDS. So as the stock market goes down, SDS goes up, and we're making money as the market goes down. So we're betting the market's going down, and as it goes down, we're making money on the exchange-traded fund. Exchange-traded funds are the place you should be when you don't have time. That's the only place. You shouldn't be an individual stock. Now, if you want to be an individual stock and you have time and you want to learn, I think we have the greatest school in the world for learning how to invest in individual stocks. I don't think there's a school out there that could match ours. I really don't. I'm not just saying that. So here's the number, 877-600-GANG, 877-600-GANG. Why don't you join and then follow me in the gold mining exchange traded fund for the next 4 weeks, and you'll see how I do it. And plus the other 3 exchange traded funds I have that I'm working. Nobody offers that. Nobody. Okay, listen to this. This is unbelievable.
We've accomplished a great deal, I think, to make the financial system, and particularly the banking system, and particularly the largest and most systemic banking organizations, safer and sounder.
Do you really believe the banking system is safer and sounder? Are you kidding me? The banking system is not safe and it isn't sound. It's a racket. It's a racket. Ever since 2008, these banks, they're still insolvent. You can't get people to believe that. Our banking system is insolvent. They never got rid of all their bad loans. They're parked all these subprime loans over at the Federal Reserve. Remember how the bank stocks went up and how the whole market went up, what they did. They went in, the Federal Reserve prints all this money and went in and bought all the bad loans from the banks and put them in their cellar so that they could say, oh, look at the balance sheets. We now can give you fresh money. And the only way that the bank stocks went up, which lead the stock market up, the whole stock market up. Remember, they printed money and they gave it to the bankers to buy stocks. Free money. Then they printed money, $85 billion a month, and they had the banks go buy all the 10-year treasuries so that the yields on those 10-year treasuries would go down, forcing the people, the Saudi Arabia people, all the other the people from China, forcing them out of the bond market into the stock market to push the stock up. There's no earnings. There's no profits. Stocks have been going up without profits. That's called a bubble. So what do? You participate, but in the right way. When they buy, you buy. When they don't buy, you don't buy. That's what I teach on a chart. Call right now, 877-600-GANG. Follow me with my exchange traded funds. Start with GDX now. See you on the chart.
You have been listening to Phil's Gang with your host, Phil Grandy, on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Remember to visit Phil's website at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or call the office, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.